And I believe this is your second fight in 2020. How good does it have? How good does it feel to have a fight booked in 2020, especially with COVID?
Yeah, it's a blessing, man, because not many people get a chance. Like most of the shows are bigger promotions, so it's not. So up and coming guys like myself on the regional scene, it's hard to get a fight. So like it's hard to like prove yourself. So I was lucky enough to get a call with a experienced opponent, and I took advantage of it.
Yeah, and I know in your post-fight interview they asked you about the main event versus I think it was Lavish Philly versus Steele. Did you end up watching that fight, and what did you think of it?
I thought it was like a karate guy versus a grappler. So like, I mean, uh, the grappler, he got a hold of him. You know what I mean? He closed it, got a hold of him, and once he got him down, I feel like he was superior to Steele.
And did you have are you interested in the title fight next, or are you interested in like going to a different promotion? Like, what's your situation at right now?
LFA was cool. Like that was a good experience. Like if they want to give me the title shot next, I'm fighting for sure. You know what I mean? So that guy who just won, if they give me that title next, then I'm definitely fighting. But like I'm just listening to opportunities right now. Like we just had the holiday weekend, so like I haven't even spoken to my coaches other than text. You know what I mean? So like we'll probably get together here soon and figure out what's next. But like any opportunity that's worthwhile, like I'm taking. Especially then.
Yeah, for sure. And with LFA, I believe you signed earlier this year. How many fights do you have left on your LFA contract?
I don't even. This wasn't a contract. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, they didn't discuss that with me. They just, I guess it was a one fight thing. So like, I don't know what they said they would like me back though. So we just gotta wait to see how that play out.
Yeah, and I would have to assume that the UFC is one of your dreams to get into. How many more fights do you think you need to get into a promotion like the UFC?
I don't know. Like that's up to them. Like if they call me, I'm gonna say yeah. So like that's up to them. I mean, I'm gonna keep fighting tough opponents like to make my point. You know what I mean? But I think I am ready. Like I know I'm only 4-0, but I'm also on a 10-fight win streak. You know what I mean? I got a extensive combat background. You know what I mean? Like I competed with high level guys for a while now. So like, I mean, that's on them. If they think I'm ready, to hit me up. But if not, like, I'll keep on keeping on.
Yeah, for sure. And you made your MMA debut, I think, in August of last year, and you've made a quick turnaround in fights where you have 4 fights in almost a calendar year. How many fights would you like to fight each year?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? You like to stay active like that?
Yeah, I like to say. Because I don't really take breaks. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm gonna be training all year, I'm gonna be fighting all year. You know what I mean? Like so, like as long as I'm healthy and my coaches agree with whatever situation, like then I'm gonna keep fighting. Like, why wait?
Yeah, for sure. You got that Donald Cowboy Cerrone kind of mindset like that in fighters.
I mean, no, not like every. You know what I mean? Like not like every week, like or every month, like he been. But like every 3 months, it's fine.
You get like a good break in between every fight, to make. Yeah, I feel you.
Right. But I want to stay that active, not like Cerrone, not quite.
Yeah. And you made your amateur debut. I believe it was at 24. I think you were 24 years old. What got you into MMA, and how old were you when you started training in mixed martial arts?
I mean, as far as like martial arts, like I did taekwondo when I was like 6. So wrestling followed shortly after that. Me and my brothers took a couple like boxing classes, but we didn't get too serious in boxing at that age. So we just focused on taekwondo, wrestling, and all the way up. When I got high school, I kind of focused more so on wrestling, just for college purposes. And wrestled in college. As I'm in college, I was going to different gyms to like train, and just in the off season or whatever. And, like I was around MMA fighters, and I would do well with them just from like wrestling. And I'm sorry, I understood the stand up just from like taekwondo. I mean, I needed to learn like more boxing, more time, but that all would come. So I feel like I had like a good base to start, and I felt like I could be good. So in college, I kind of got the thought of it, and then after college, I wanted to try like the Olympic cycle, but like that was too much traveling, too much spending money. You know what I mean? Like I was going broke trying to do that. So I was like, I'm gonna just start now and try to make money with fighting, get as good as I can, like right away. So that's kind of how I've been to it.
Got it. And with your last fight against Mando, I believe you scored like an early knockdown in the first round. I thought you were gonna finish him, but he's a tough guy. But going into this fight, did you like predict a knockout or a submission going into this fight?
I didn't predict it to y'all, to the media or whatever, but like I knew. I'm starting to. I'm not saying I'm a vet, but I'm starting to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like I knew out of his 4 fights, he had 8 minutes in the cage. You know what I mean? My very first pro fight, I won 15 minutes. So like he didn't have the experience. I knew that. You know what I mean? I knew like I knew I was the better striker, and I knew I was the better grappler, in my opinion. Like I mean, I may not have many submissions, but like I know who I roll with. You know what I mean? I know what I'm capable of doing, and like his skill set, I didn't see anything that scared me. So I knew I wanted to submit him just because people thought he was better. So that was always in my mind. Like normally I focus heavily on the grounded pound, but like this time I'm like looking for openings, if that makes sense. Just for the fact that I wanted to show people that I'm good.
Yeah, and I'm sure you shut up a lot of people because like I think 3 out of his 4 pro wins are by rear naked choke. So to take his favorite submission and to put it on him, I mean that to me that's pretty legendary, man. I'm just gonna say that.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
that. That was
and no
definitely
problem. And with the team that you train with, like what gym do you currently train out of right now? For those who don't know.
I'm at Strong Style MMA in Independence, Ohio. So that's where we got a couple UFC fighters that you might know. We got Stipe, obviously the heavyweight champ, Alexa Kamur. Sorry if I mess up your name. I feel like I said it right. Alexa and Jeff Hughes. Like Jessica I was here. She's in Vegas now. It a lot of Ohio fighters stopped through Strong Style. So pretty good.
Yeah. And like, what did you think of Stipe's last fight? Like with like there's a lot of controversy about the eye poke, which in my opinion, like there shouldn't be too much controversy because DC did it seem like all 3 times. But what did you think about that heavyweight title fight?
I thought Stipe did what he was supposed to do. I thought he stuck to the game plan. You know, like everything I was hearing my coaches telling him in camp, like happened in the fight, and he recognized those situations and was able to do the right thing to stay out of danger. So like I was also in camp during that, so that helped me out a lot. Like especially like see him execute it. So like yeah, I thought that was an awesome move.
Yeah, for sure. And like with your I guess with your role models, like I bet that Stipe is one of them. But I guess early in your career or like before you started MMA, who did you look up to? Like who was, I guess, your role model, like as a fighter?
I said this in another interview. Like growing up, like even though I did like martial arts, I really didn't have no like idols or role models in mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? Even though I liked watching boxing, I liked Floyd because I how smart he was and how he adjusted, and he was always able to come on top. But once I started training MMA, I started focusing on like John Jones and Demetrius Johnson because like just like Floyd, like they're smart, like they know how to adjust, they have all the tools, you know what I mean, and they know how to use them. So like those guys, I really like to pay attention to. I'll say.
Mm-hmm. And you know, like in your career, you've showed that you have great knockout power for sure. Submissions and your wrestlings are really good too. You know, like you're probably one of the most well-rounded fighters I've interviewed. But what do you think's the strongest part of your game?
My mind.
It's a great answer.
For real.
Great answer.
For real, like I do a good job of like reading my opponents. Like, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. Like I do, like you can ask my coaches. I do a good job of like finding their strengths, and like you said, I got a lot of skills. So if he not good in this area, then we definitely fighting in this area. You know what I mean? So like I'm
Yeah.
making him, and like if I think I'm better than you in that area, like on the ground, like most people thought he was better than me. Like I'm gonna make him work and make him show me he's better than me in that situation. You know what I mean? So like I didn't feel other than the choke he had me in,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel in too much danger of what he was throwing at me.
Yeah, for sure. And another question I had for you is with your nickname, like how did you get the nickname of the Mo Show? Like was there a certain person that gave you that nickname?
The Mo Show, I just said this in the interview too. All right, so look, the Mo Show is the event. All right.
Oh
So
God, okay.
so when you tuned in to LFA, you was watching the Mo Show. All
Got
right.
it.
So like I mean, like my teammates, close friends, they just call me it. They just say Mo Show. You know what I mean? I'm gonna answer to them. But like in the ring, that's why I just say Mo Miller. Like that's my name. Like I like when people be creative and add their own nickname. Like every fight, somebody calling me something else. You know what I mean? So like Mo Show is more so the event. Like I remember I started saying it because when I started out, me and a couple friends were talking about my like my first fight and the people who were on that card. And I didn't care. So I was just like, talking and rambling. It was like, it's the Mo Show. Like when we go there, it's the Mo Show. And it like always like stuck with me. And it's something that like helped me remember like that night is about me. You know what I mean? Like I don't care what else is going on. Like we here for the Mo Show. You know what I mean? So like that kind of give me like motivation, self motivation. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
that's where
yeah, I
it came.
got you. Yeah, and let's say like if the Mo Show wasn't like around, like let's say if you weren't doing mixed martial arts, is there like any careers or jobs that you would be doing right now if you weren't doing MMA?
uh, if I wasn't, I for sure even with MMA, like I want to own a business. So like I went into sports management. I wanted to be an agent, so I still might manage myself. To everybody else listening, uh, so I wanted to be an agent. So like I feel like after or currently, I don't know, but I feel like I would want to stay in sports somehow.
Hmm.
So like I'm not sure exactly what I would be doing, but I know it would be something like that.
Yeah, I guess you're like, I think that's something I would probably be interested too, because like you know, like with mixed martial arts, you could either be like a journalist, like I think I'm trying to be a journalist like right now, but like to be agent or owner of a management agency would be cool. But so maybe one day we'll see the Mo Show management agency or
Most show
something like that.
promotion,
Mo Show
most
Promotions.
stamp.
Nice. And I think that's all the questions I have. I really appreciate your time. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching?
To the fans, I appreciate the support. You know, like I hope my style of fighting is what y'all want to see. Follow me on IG at MO_Miller MILLA, and wait for the next fight.
Awesome, man. I'm ready for your next fight, whether it be like an LFA title fight or sometime in the UFC soon. But I really appreciate the time, brother. And I'll catch you later. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.